Hey guys, it's Ms. and Is What It Is, and today we're going to be talking about 10 healthy habits for your mental health. Do it to me once again. To be honest, I definitely struggled with anxiety and depression way heavier when I was going through my breakup last year, and we're in a pandemic, still-ish, but when the pandemic was happening last year and just going through a breakup, it was really, really difficult for my mental health. Obviously, mental health was a big issue during the pandemic, but on top of that, going through a breakup was difficult. So I'm going to start off with journaling. Journaling is one of my favorite things to do, and the whole thing, this could just be a life thing, but I started journaling and getting into it when I was going through my breakup. I was documenting everything that I was learning about breakups, self-care, self-love. When I was watching sermons, I was taking notes. I was documenting things that went wrong in relationships, things that I wanted to improve on, things, even like you can write letters to people who hurt you, and you just write it all out and you let it go. And so I just there's different things to like journal about. You know, the word journal sounds so intimidating, but really just write what's on your mind. Write to-do lists, your goals, your wish list, what you want in life. What do you see yourself doing? Even to-do lists. What do you want to do for your YouTube? What do you want to do for your TikTok? What do you want to do for your Instagram? It is very basic, very simple, and easy to do. And I think writing everything down, like literally anything, to-do list. Oh, I have to message so-and-so. I want to make this. I need to contact this. I want to make a list of friends that I want to hang out with. I want to plan this. Like literally write it all down. Journaling, that word seems so intimidating. I was like, what do you mean journaling? What do you mean? And it's super simple, super easy. And so getting back to the basics with that, like that helped me really get back on track. And so I was so thankful that I decided to just journal because it was something that I love to do. I was like, oh, like I'm having a great day. Like this is what happened. You also like write about things that you're grateful for, things that you're praying for. I have like journals, literal journals for different things. Like I have a prayer one, I have a YouTube one, I have one for work when I'm like learning new things. I have a to-do list, I have content ideas, I have a planner. Like literally all things could like journal about everything. Let your mind be full of all those things that you're hoarding in your brain. Put it down on a piece of paper. It's so easy and essential to do. Number 2, I would say drink water. I mean, there's no order of like to do these, but drinking water is super beneficial. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not a water person. Like I think water tastes boring. I'm not gonna drink water in my free time, but when I do drink a cold ice water, like it just hits different. Like I just want to like drink so much. Like it's very rare. Maybe like once a week I get into this, oh my gosh, water tastes so good. But drinking water is super essential. Like it helps your skin, it cleanses your body, and it makes you feel good too. So I need to drink more water. I have been drinking more water, so I'm a little bit proud of myself. So it's not like you need to drink water and I'm not drinking water, but I've been drinking water. Getting back on track of drinking water is super essential. I even think on your Apple Watch, it has like a little reminder for you to drink water if you need that as well. It has a reminder for you to breathe, and literally super essential. I love it. So another healthy habit I like to do is read a book. I know this is not like, you could take each of these with a grain of salt, but reading a book, oh my goodness, is so relaxing and peaceful. Before I was not a reader. I didn't like reading. I was like, why do people read? That's so weird. But I was going through my breakup. I will probably do a breakup video if you guys are interested in that, but I fell in love with reading it. I took a social media fast for like 30 days, and I was like, so since I'm not on my phone on social media scrolling all day watching YouTube videos, what am I going to do? What I did was read books, and I fell in love. I think I read Relationship Goals in 4 hours. I was so proud of myself. Like I'm so proud of myself because I was not a reader. Like I never look at a book. If I did, it would take me like a whole year to finish one book. So I was really proud of myself. But reading, I read Christian fiction or like self-help Christian books, or like books that relate back to the Bible, and I had learned so much about like mental health, relationships, and it was just so good. And it incorporated just like Bible verses and like learning and dating and relationships and marriage, and so it was just so good. Like it's not like I'm reading like Judy B. Jones or Goosebumps or something. Like I was reading something that was full of knowledge, something practical that I could take every single day with my life, and it was so essential. So like reading, like it might not be for everyone, but if you're fasting and you have nothing to do, like start there, reading, like you fall in love with it. Like I fell in love with it, and so I have like a huge collection. My books are over there behind my Bible verse over there, but I have so many books. And if you guys want to check out any of the books, they are on my Instagram. I have a whole Instagram highlight of books that I'm reading. I just got a new one from my mentor, and I got another one for our young adult serve team ministry. So this is 10 power principles for Christian service. And then I have, what is this one? Women of the Word, how to study the Bible with both our hearts and our minds. And I'm very excited to read these, but reading is it's so fun. I like it. Next thing is dressing up, doing your makeup, putting on a cute outfit. I think doing those things are so helpful and beneficial because you get to love yourself more, because you love the way that you look and you feel good. I think for me, like over and over, when you look good, you feel good. And that's the reason why I took a step back with my YouTube and creating content, because there was months when like I was really struggling with the way that I look, struggling with my body, struggling with like my skincare. And even when it comes to hair, like I do like wigs, braids, weaves, all that stuff. And sometimes a hairstyle, like it was cute in the beginning and then I didn't like it in the end. And so then it didn't make me want to like make videos. Like I like to make videos when I look good. I personally feel like I look amazing, so that's why I'm making videos. And so it really has to do with having that mentality, dressing up. And like there's so many TikTok videos where it's talking about like you should dress up every single day, and like dress up as if you're going to see your future husband, or dress up for yourself every single day to get motivated and inspired about life again. And so I think that's super important, is to dress up, do your makeup, and when you look good, you feel good. There is no doubt about that. So definitely do your makeup and dress up. So another thing for me is I really like is cleaning. I'm obsessed with like the clean talk, or the cleaning supplies, or Dollar Tree hauls of all the cleaning supplies. I bought everything, and I like switched out my organization in the bathroom. Like I love cleaning so much. It makes me like, having a clean space makes me have a clean mind, and it makes me want to do things. It makes me want to like get my life together. It just, not get my life together, but when everything's clean, like my life is together. Like I have nothing to worry about. Like I come home from work and I'm like, oh, my room is so nice and clean. I don't have to worry about it. And like I have a makeup stain on my desk right now and it's bugging me, but that is not the point. But little things like that, you don't want to keep accumulating little things. You want to, once you see it, pick it up, throw in the trash. Don't wait, don't hesitate. Like constantly keep your space clean. And I think that's so important and essential to having just like healthy habits, because like you want to keep your space clean. That shows that you care and you love everything that you have, and so you're willing to take care of it and organize it. So that is like super important and essential to me. Oh, I love to-do lists. I don't know about you guys, but to-do lists are amazing. To-do lists literally help me get my life together. It helps me figure out what I want to do physically, spiritually, mentally. I make to-do lists when I go to Ross. I make to-do lists when I go to the grocery store. I make to-do lists when I'm leaving the house. Okay, I'm gonna get Chick-fil-A, I'm gonna go to Ross, I'm gonna go get gas. Like I just do everything with the to-do list. I have a to-do list on my phone in the notes app. I have a to-do list in a notebook. I have a to-do list on a random piece of paper. Like you cannot go wrong with to-do lists, and to-do lists keep you accountable. And I don't know about you, but I love circling in that box. I love checking it off. I love highlighting it when it's complete. Like you look back on it. Here, I'll show you guys. So I have this old notebook that I had at the beginning of the year from 2020, and like I have plenty to do lists where I've like done these things, and it's like, why don't you throw this notebook away? I don't throw this notebook away because it reminds me of like all the times when I was like on a bad day or a day that I don't feel motivated. I look back at my to-do list and I'm like, wow, I was able to do that. I was able to accomplish that. Like I'm so proud of myself. Like just looking at all these things, like I'm like, bro, like I'm over here saying that I can't vacuum my room, but there was a day when I went, let's see, I filmed, I messaged my teacher, I did my homework, I edited 2 videos, I applied to jobs, I wanted to get a car wash, I edited certain videos, I filmed that day, I applied to internships, I did some certifications, there's so many like things that like humble myself when I look back at old to-do lists and think like, wow, like today I feel like I can barely make my bed, but there was days when I was doing so much that like I was so productive. So I think that's super important, not just to have to do lists in like today, but also if you do it in a notebook version, like you can look back and see the progress that you have done and motivate yourself in the future that, hey, you can do this. So healthy habits, I want to say friends and community. The reason why I say friends and community is because having healthy friendships, having good community, there's just something about it that like I can't put into words. Like they pray, like my friends pray over me. We love to do things together. We love to go get coffee. We love to go to downtown Disney. We love to go to the movies. We love to go to the beach. We go to parties together. Like we love, like I love having that. Like without that, like life would be boring. And I know some people are like extroverts, don't want to talk to people, but at least have 2 solid good friends, or even have 3 good solid good friends, because I hang out with like the same 3 people over and over again, but I still have tons of friends, but I still have my main 3 that I go around. And also like we had like a women's conference and they were talking about like your friendships, like who are your main 3 people that you're hanging around with, because whoever you're hanging out with is who you're going to become. And so like the friends that, my 3 closest friends, I would have to say are Amber, Laura, and Kayla. Kayla is creative. She does graphic design. She works at church. My friend Amber, she's a young adults coordinator. She works at church. And then I have my friend Laura. She's a graphic designer. She works in like housing. And they all go to church. They're women of God. So our center of our relationship is Jesus, and we're all creative in different ways and outlets, and we love to serve the Lord. And so I I'm so thankful for that, because because they do the things that I like to do, and because they're centered in Jesus. Like they point me back to the Bible. We pray over each other. We're in small groups. We're in Bible studies together, and we like really improve each other because we're doing life together. And so that's super important. It's because we're doing life together, not because we're just seeing each other on Instagram, but really being intentional and keeping each other accountable. Bible reading, Bible journaling. I'm not gonna say I'm the best at it, but I read a few verses here and there. Few Bible verses, like I try to every single day. I try to do a Bible plan. I'm not consistent, but what has changed for me is when I do read my Bible, my strength, my confidence comes from the Lord. I am just happier. My mindset is better because I read the Bible, because I'm listening to what the Lord is saying and not what I'm seeing on social media and what my friends are saying. Even though I just told you friends are important, but when you're rooted in the Bible first thing in the morning, when that is your breakfast, lunch, dinner, when that is the first thing you read and the last thing you read at night, like that is something that you meditate on. You're reminded like, oh, like I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Someone just called me ugly. That's not true. That's not what the Lord says. You can combat all the enemy, like the lies of the enemy that is feeding into your brain. So I feel like that's super important, and that's why we need to be reading our Bibles, to combat those things, to speak life over our friends, to speak life over ourselves, and just continue to grow our relationship with the Lord, not just because, oh my gosh, Bible reading is so fun, I love swag. But no, there's so many things that happen, the fruits of the Spirit. It's the way you want to walk in life. It is your guide. It helps you see life. You think of things above, not things that you see like, oh my gosh, my bills are not paid, blah, 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 my phone is broken, oh my gosh, like I'm poor, I'm not where I want to be. Like you think of things like, okay, like that's what the Lord says about me, and I'm going to continue to walk by faith and not by sight. I'm going to continue to be grateful, even though my situation, most people would be like, there's nothing to be grateful about. There like just so many things, like your mindset is completely different from the world. So I think that's super important when it comes to creating healthy habits. Not all the time, but when I do, it is the best thing ever. Taking a walk or just being outside in nature. I used to go ride down PCH all the time, blast music, not like blast music, but like in my car, AC music blasting, like I love. Or go to the park and read, or I would go to the beach and read, journal, read my Bible. Those things, being out in nature, like I don't know what it is, but it's just so peaceful, joyful. It just makes me so happy. It makes me so excited and just grateful. And just being in God's creation, I'm like lost for words, honey. Like I'm lost for words, because it is just a beautiful thing that the Lord is doing and continuing to do. And I just love it, like the air, the breeze, the sun, the rain. So not all the time in the rain, not all the time with the rain, but I'm a sunny person. I love the sun all the time, but the rain, sometimes it's on a Sunday, low-key sad, because I like to get Chick-fil-A when it's raining. but that's not the point. So honestly, being in nature is just so peaceful, so heartfelt. Like, you're just really embracing all that the Lord is doing, because it's the simple things of like the breath in your lungs, the breath in your, like, just like the breath and the breeze on your skin, and the sun that is beaming on your body, keeping you, I don't know, I'm not a scientist, I don't know how that works, but it feels good. And you know, it makes you wear cute clothes. Like, sometimes when it's raining, I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna wear sweats, but when it's sunny, I'm like, oh my gosh, like, it feels so good, I look good, like all these things. So just honestly, that's what I got, okay? All the time, ladies, not all the time. This is something that I do. These are things that I like do here and there within the week, not every single day, okay? Bible, I try to do every single day. But everything else, well, I try to do every single, I'm gonna say that these last two things I don't do all the time, but because I work, like, consider walking. But working out, I walk a lot at work, so I guess we can say I'm working out. But when it comes to working out, just do like a at-home video. I used to do that at the beginning of quarantine. Literally love that so much. We danced to like Justin Bieber, Ariana Grande, 90s music, party music, 2010 music, like just at-home workout. I don't remember, maybe it's Mad Fit. She has amazing dance videos, or the Dance Marshall. Like, literally those videos are like 5 to 10 minutes long. I literally work out, my watch is like, the rings are going, and I'm like, bruh, like, I could take 5 to 10 minutes out of my day to work out and make my body feel good. And so that's super important, super essential. And so even that goes in with like eating fruit and eating healthy. So those things are important, and so you guys should really just incorporate all these things, because that has helped me just develop healthier habits, better mindset, and just really improving my life. And so I hope these tips are really helpful and beneficial to you guys. Comment down below which ones you guys use. Comment down below what you're going to incorporate, what I should be doing, what should I add to my routine, and I will see you guys in the next video. But don't forget to like, comment, rate, and subscribe. And now I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys.